Hey everybody, good morning to meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on this Thursday morning where the hazy smokiness will continue to be a part of our forecast for the next several days here. More massive wildfires out west, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, all that, and that smoke rises up into the upper levels of the atmosphere near the jet stream. It rides the jet stream, which is coming in from this direction here, basically the jet stream kind of right in there. And we're kind of close enough that we're getting in on some of those smoky skies out there. We're seeing it this morning again. Otherwise, it should be a fairly sun-filled day outside of the smoky haze out there today. Winds will be fairly light, not going to be a lot of wind, maybe a slight breeze in far eastern Nebraska. Then we talk about our first of a couple of cold fronts that will be coming through. That first front moving into northwest Nebraska late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Winds out ahead of it will be out of the south. They'll be fairly light. Winds out of the north behind it, a little breezy. Couple of extra clouds moving as well. In fact, we'll see a bit of an increase in clouds during the day on Friday. Temperatures cooling off behind the front, still very warm in the southeast though. Coolest temperatures with the thickest clouds up here to the northwest. Winds will be a little breezy behind this front out of the north and northeast. As we get into tomorrow night, the front stalls out in southeastern areas, keeping things mild there, but cooler temperatures behind the front for the rest of us, and skies gradually clearing out a bit as we head towards Saturday morning. Saturday itself is still going to be fairly warm out there before a second cold front comes through Saturday night to Sunday morning. So highs later today, mid to upper 80s, some may be near 90 degrees this afternoon, so this is going to be a pretty warm day out there for today. Tonight's temperatures down into the upper 40s to upper 50s, warmest in the east, coolest out west. Not as cold out west as it has been, not all those 30s that some places have seen the last several mornings. And so it will be a fairly mild morning out there. Looking at Friday then for tomorrow, the cold front makes a difference. You can kind of get an idea where that front is right there. You can see the warmer temperatures in the mid to upper 80s out ahead of it, even near 90 there in Marysville, Kansas. Closer to 80 in the Tri-Cities area with 70s and even upper 60s to the north, those thicker clouds right in here. As we get into tomorrow night, that front's still kind of hanging out in the southeast, so I'll draw it in again here and you can kind of get an idea of where it is. The temperature staying in the 50s for lows in the southeast, whereas the rest of the area will drop into the 40s, even a few upper 30s off towards the northwest. Looking ahead to your day on Saturday, we're still looking at temperatures that'll be quite warm in the mid to upper 70s and low to mid 80s with that frontal boundary kind of stalled out. Pretend that this drawn in front's a stationary boundary, because that's pretty much what we're looking at, is a stationary boundary over southern areas. But then a second cold front will dive south, and that'll bring us our next shot of some cooler air as temperatures kind of come down a little bit, that front diving south and southwest through our area as that cool air comes in from the north. So 60s and lower 70s for highs on Sunday. So we'll be cooling back a little bit as we get into early next week, although the cool down doesn't look quite as big for early next week here, and then we'll start to rise back up as we get towards Wednesday and beyond. Maybe another big drop in temperatures though by next weekend, next Saturday there, the 19th. We could see that drop there. Here's a look at North Platte's forecast. Quite warm today, cooling down a little bit tomorrow. Slightly warmer Saturday, and then the bigger cool down for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Maybe a little patchy frost in the morning hours there, Monday morning and Tuesday morning. But then we're warming up for the middle and end of next week before a bigger cool down coming in as we get towards next Saturday. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all again on Friday morning. Take care and God bless.